About the surgery until after I'd shaved the beard, but he just like let the cat out of the bag.
I'm so excited.
Are you now?
Yes.
You big sexy man, you. Either way, a few people have brought up religion, and I just wanted to point something out that everybody knows. Westboro Baptist is coming to Savannah, folks. The hate train is riding on through. Now, what I'm wondering is, what was the theory here? That there wasn't quite enough religion-based hate in the Deep South? So we needed to fucking import some from another state now? Is that what's going on here? I mean, I just love these people. They hate everything but themselves. What I'm wondering, though, is how horrible would the afterlife be if they were right? If all the crackpots were right? Wouldn't that just suck ass? I mean, a heaven full of the Phelps family would be like hell with a better view. It would be like hell with an upscale address, wouldn't it? I mean, could you imagine being stuck on a pew with the Phelps family, fucking Tom Cruise, Charlie Manson's entire brood, and Mel Gibson? Tell me that wouldn't be hell. Man, I would be diving for the deepest lava pit I could and begging Satan to take me in. It's like, torture me, do whatever you want, just don't make me watch another Tom Cruise film while getting a fucking running commentary from the Phelps family. It would kill me. Either way, I'm a fan of fun conversations. Okay, I've got a new update to my fun conversation list, man. I got it last weekend. Some of you don't know. Well, if you don't know, I'm a DJ by trade when I'm not doing stand-up comedy, and I work for a contract service. I go wherever they put me, and I was working at a gay bar that I subbed at fairly regularly last weekend. Well, the regulars there know I'm straight. Generally, if they hit on me, it's just kind of like a joking thing, you know, taunt the straight DJ. They'll ask me to sing some song that a straight guy just shouldn't sing, just to see if I'll do it. And one of them did last week. They asked me to sing Like a Prayer by Madonna. Well, there was an out-of-town crowd at the gay bar that night that didn't quite know my orientation, and there was this gentleman standing up in front, bobbing his head back and forth to Like a Prayer, and after the song was over, I let people know I was taking song requests, and he walks up and looks at me and goes, "Well, hi there." I was like, "Hi, sir, how you doing? Can I get you a song?" He goes, "Can I get you a drink?" I was like, "No, actually, I don't drink. Would you like to sing a karaoke song?" "Well, would you like me to buy you some food?" "Well, they don't serve food here." "Well, I was thinking breakfast." "Really? I got an early morning. How about that song, sir?" He looks at me and goes, "You've got a one-track mind." I said, "Obviously, I'm not the only one. Can I get you a song?" He goes, "Well, what I have isn't a one-track mind. It's a really big dick." And I just froze. It was like time stopped. It was one of those Twix commercials, you know, need a minute? And I just looked at him and said, "That's great. Does it sing?" And he looks at me and goes, "You're straight, aren't you?" I said, "Yeah, sorry, man." And he walks away looking at me like it was completely unfair that a straight DJ should be singing Like a Prayer in a gay bar because it was completely misleading. He actually said something like that to the bartender. So that's my favorite conversation for the week. One of my classic all-time favorite conversations, though, occurred at Savannah Market. I walked into Savannah Market one day, and for some god-awful reason, I was feeling like I wanted to be healthier. And they've got a little produce section by the door. So I went to that produce section, and I saw this thing called an apple pear. And it kind of looked like both. So I picked it up, and I walked up to the counter guy, and I said, "Hey, man, what can you tell me about these apple pears? I'm thinking about trying one." And he goes, "Oh, I would never eat that." So why not? He goes, "I don't trust confused fruit." I said, "What are you trying to tell me? Fruit should be one thing or another?" He goes, "Yes, fruit should have a very solid sense of self in order for me to consume it." Like, really? And I kind of, did a little hand gesture, made it look like we were being conspiratorial. I was like, "Well, keep this on the low, man, but tell me this. I just recently had a tan Jell-O make my acquaintance. Should I be suspicious of its motives or let it get to know me better?" And he just looks at me and taps his head and goes, "Think about it." It was like, wow. Oh, by the way, the apple pear was pretty good. You should try it. It stole my social security number and emptied out my bank account, but it tasted pretty damn good. Anyway, I also like fun things that are sent to me online. I like to see what I can make of fun things that people send me. And recently, somebody sent me a picture of a tattoo. I don't know whose tattoo it was, but the tattoo was a picture of the Pillsbury Doughboy fucking Little Debbie doggy style on top of a cupcake. And my only reply to that was, so what are you trying to say here? Is this a statement about the state of crass consumer commercialism in the United States of America, or just an explanation on how the cream filling gets in the cupcake? He had no response for that. Shocker. Another fun one actually occurred with me and our lovely MC over here. We were standing out front one day just bullshitting with each other, and there was a couple girls out there, and somehow we got on burial practices. People were talking about how they wanted their body interred when they were dead. You know, and he came up with, I believe, the cremation option, and one of the girls mentioned burial, and one of the girls says, you know, I heard they can do this thing where they turn your body into blue diamonds and you can give them to your family members. Oh yeah, that's not creepy at all. But either way, you know, they're looking at me and I'm like, what? They're like, well, how do you want to be buried when you die? I said, oh, I don't. He said, what do you mean? I said, I want my entire body standing up, cast in bronze with my hands like this and a little soap dispenser there. And I want them to put me in the women's shower section of a locker room so they can continue to pump me off when I'm dead. Yeah, that's about the reaction I got when I said it the first time. Either way, some of you might know, I've lost some weight. I didn't do this with a conventional diet plan. I mean, I was told I had to lose weight or my knees would need to be worked on by the VA. And I don't know if anybody here knows anything about the VA, but the idea of letting them cut 2 of my ball and socket joints open, not such a good thing. So I started trying to lose weight. And I used every diet on the market and I just couldn't keep it off, or I didn't lose any at all. So I decided to come up with my own diet plan. It's 3 steps. Step number 1 is, of course, the obligatory cleansing step. And I decided not to go with all the high-priced, you know, like echinacea, green tea extract, all that crap that doesn't really work anyway. My idea of a cleansing plan is IHOP. You eat 1 meal at IHOP, and it's like Roto-Rooter for your body, man. I cracked out the Indian head penny I swallowed when I was 7 on a dare. As long as you haven't built up a tolerance, it works. Now, step 2 is the actual diet plan. Now, the actual diet plan, patent pending, don't steal this, is called the ramen noodle and pussy diet. Yeah, because if you eat 3 ramen a day for 7 days, totaling 21 packs of ramen noodles a week, you're not going to gain any weight, and the pussy's just to get the taste of the ramen out of your mouth. It's not just like sugar-free gum, man. You can chew it all day long and never get an ounce. It's awesome. And step 3 is the physical exercise step. But I figure if you're not getting significant full-body cardiovascular exercise directly after eating pussy, dude, you're doing it wrong. Seriously, go contact your nearest lesbian chick for pointers. On that, I am going to hand the world back over to Jake here, since Chris was kind enough to flash me about a minute ago. I like it when you flash me, big guy.
Just trained and Chris loves him. And woohoo! Also, you oversimplified my burial plan. You just chalked it up to simple cremation. I want to be cremated and put my ashes inside of an Etch-a-Sketch and then give that to my family. It's either one big one or a bunch of the little keychain ones that could go to different members of the family, depending on importance.
I was running short on those.
Well, you.